in the Midwest particularly, there's real angst, and it's just like sometimes I get scoffed at.
Why are you trying to help them?
Yeah, but it's like I get scoffed at. Well, because they have to win. Like, I think in 2024, the Democrats have to win because the Republicans are such a danger to this country right now.
Well, that's true.
That's
Donald Trump.
So we're just going to go through this interview bit by bit because these people are the exact reason that our country is on the brink. And folks, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like me and you like what we do here. And if you love it, you can become a Daily Caller Patriot. There's a link in that description below. And thank you guys all so much. I know we've missed you so much last week. For now, we are going to be putting episodes out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But we will be back full-time very soon once our scheduling conflicts work out. So we will see you there. But make sure you tune in. All right. So Bill Maher had Donna, Brazile, the former DNC chair, and Adam Kinzinger, media personality, on Real Time with Bill Maher. And I just wanted to watch it together. So let's roll the tape.
You talk about the border, for instance, and so many times I tell Democrats, like, you guys got to talk about the border. You've got to figure it out because in the Midwest particularly, there's real angst, and it's just like sometimes I get scoffed at.
Why are you trying to help them?
Yeah, but it's like I get scoffed at. Well, because they have to win. Like, I think in 2024, the Democrats have to win because the Republicans are such a danger to this country right now.
Well, that's true.
Oh, just shut up. I mean, this guy couldn't even run for re-election because his ass would have been kicked, all right? He just wants a pat on the head from soulless Democrats and CNN executives who are destroying this country. And you know how we know he's not a real Republican? He's not even a rhino. He's literally just not a Republican. Because if you believe in core Republican principles like limited government, lower taxes, a safe United States, you cannot, in good conscience, vote Democrat, right? They're the antithesis of what the GOP party stands for. And, you know, Kinzinger, he may hate Donald Trump, but there are plenty of other great Republicans out there who are worth supporting, but he won't because he's a fraud. Let's continue.
Well, I mean, we have to have two healthy parties. We don't have two healthy parties. Right. We have one healthy one. Only one that actually is defending democracy right now. And plus, I want these problems fixed. There are real issues out there that we need to be talking about.
I'm sorry, the healthy party is the Democrats? You mean the Democrats who literally had to elect a man with brain damage? The party run by a man who can't even get a coherent sentence out?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to
They're the healthy party? Also, I am so tired of this defending democracy bullshit. We aren't a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. A constitutional republic in which you have Democrats, you know, the party that's trying to save the country, calling to abolish the constitutionally mandated electoral college because they have a hard time winning when it's in place, okay? A constitutional republic that has Democrat-run agencies like the FBI targeting conservatives, Catholics, parents. What the fuck are Democrats protecting if not these things? Roll on.
Biden is winning under 30 by 1 point. Under 30.
Bill, maybe I should come on this show more often, but I keep saying that.
You definitely should.
I mean, I'm going to tell you a little dirty little secret, and it's not as bad as my gumbo, but I had my gumbo, and I went out and got a half a gallon of Tito's, whatever you can get at Costco for cheap. And I called all my nieces and nephews, all 17 of them, and this was December. And I was celebrating all of them, and I said, are you going to vote for Biden? Oh, no. Why? Well, we don't want no old man. I said, your papa was old, and he had 2 girls. They didn't want Biden. Okay. So, and I said, what about Kamala? She's a ghost. I spent the next couple of days at home in New Orleans trying to convince them about what Joe Biden is doing for them, what Joe Biden has done for them, and why you want somebody who likes you versus somebody who dislikes you.
Here we go again. They are so down in the dumps with black voters that the only thing that they can resort to is trying to tell you that Trump, who is married to an immigrant, is actually a racist. And it's amazing, right? So the guy who eulogizes Robert Byrd, a KKK leader, as a great guy, he's not the racist. But the guy who creates opportunity zones to help black communities, who gets black unemployment down to historic lows, and with such low inflation that every race benefited, is the racist. Make that make sense.
By the way, half of them are coming back, but there are a hell of a lot more of them that we have to convince.
No, Biden's lost a lot, and the numbers are just startling.
It's scary, and black people are...
black and young.
And Hispanic young people.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing? They're flirting. They flirting.
Hold on. Look at Donna's hands. I want to replay that in slow motion really quickly. Look at her hands. I forgot. If black voters don't vote Democrat,
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
that right there is the soft bigotry of the Democratic Party, right? They think that if black voters vote Republican, it's because they're not actually black, as if being Democrat is a prerequisite of being black. Democrats rely on this groupthink mentality to win over these voting blocks, especially minority voting blocks. And if you try to vote the other way, they try to cast you as another, right? To make it seem like you're either inferior or you're turning your back on your community, right? It's a method of control to pin these voters down. Roll the tape.
Democratic Party, I think, is obsessed with race. And when you look at, like, this is so interesting, structural racism or systemic. This is the problem with the under 30s. They learn a word and then they don't know nothing about it. So they learn the word systemic. This is a survey, a recent survey. Is racism built into our society, including its policies and institutions? Or does it come from individuals who hold racist views? Okay, the vast majority of the college-educated crowd, they say it's institutions. They say, yes, systemic racism. Non-white working class, only 39% say that.
Yes. Yeah, they literally would, right? They do. You know, white liberals, they love to take a problem that is non-existent or not theirs and turn it into some cultural play, right? So that they can rid themselves of this weird white guilt that they have for some reason. Like, if you have white guilt, you need a therapist, okay? Unless you owned a slave or you are actually a racist, you shouldn't feel shame just because you're white, right? And just because you're white doesn't mean you owe repentance for what a bunch of white people did 150 years ago. I mean, most of the white people today, they're Irish, Italian. I mean, they came in the 1900s, right? You're not even like American, okay? Folks, I could run through this entire episode, but we have to leave it here because there's just so much stupid coming out of their mouths that we'd end up doing a 30-minute episode, and we can't do that. So folks, remember, we are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for now. Hopefully we'll be back as soon as possible to a full week schedule, so we'll see you then. But otherwise, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys sticking around. We'll see you back here.